She's under have a seat. I mean, noted. Now I know what account not to act with. But she tried hard to deny you were hers. I mean, she can hop on board with my birthday because they wouldn't admit I was his either. I guess maybe they were equally yoked. Maybe she should have worked harder to make that relationship work, huh? Block her. So see, because she's already in the chat and because I knew she was coming, if I block her now it makes like, it would make it look like I'm running and like I have something to hide, and I'm not the one that has anything to hide here. No response is a response, folks. Like, honestly. Watching me on social doesn't equal knowing me exactly. You protect your peace however you need to. Your mom's been good to me as a mother figure. You two can work through whatever it is. No, we can't. I mean, there's years, and I'm 40 years old, so you're talking about 40 years worth of stuff that I have no desire to work through. What I want is for her to stop talking about my brothers on her social media. I'm so sorry you were brought into this world by someone so childish and selfish. You know what's funny about that is I don't know if you mean like the actual world or the Gypsy Rose universe. Wait till you learn how Madison truly is. I mean, okay. Again, I have no desire to trust people on the internet that I don't know. I have no desire to really fall into the Gypsy Rose universe. Like, Madison was kind enough to me to offer me a platform, so I took it. I'm sorry that fluffs some of y'all's feathers in the wrong way, but you don't have to have a whole come apart about it. Only Gypsy can be a victim and a survivor, and everyone else is invalidated. You know, one of the best things about healing from childhood trauma is that you don't need anybody to validate it, because you know what you've been through, and you don't need people to validate those emotions because you've worked through those emotions and you've processed them in a healthy manner with healthy coping mechanisms. For years I coped with a bottle. I'm an alcoholic because of it. So do what you want with that information. I mean, I'm sober now and have been for years, but I said she was kind to me, yes. She was nice enough to offer me a platform. I didn't see anybody else offering up a platform. She's not trying. Yeah, I'm not trying to be anybody's BFF. I have one. He's sitting right next to me. Y'all quit telling me that Dreamer didn't make a video. I literally seen a video with my own two eyes about her talking about my brother's service. You've talked to her haters, why not come talk to her friends? So my husband's laughing about that. I have no desire to have conversations with people that call her a friend because I question your entire life choices at that point, right? I don't blame my biological father for ghosting her and denying that I ever existed. Like, I get it. I would deny that too. Like, I really question people that call her friend, um, because I don't think that she has a good character. Again, not by any fault of her own, but facts are facts. So I don't know that I want to talk to somebody that willingly associates with that. So what are you getting out of doing this? Right now I'm getting quality entertainment. Thank you for being concerned. Birds of a feather, exactly. Quit diminishing what Dreamer did to her child by deflecting to Madison. That's what it comes down to, is they're angry that they don't like that I'm talking about somebody that they call a friend, and they want to lash out, and some of them are lashing out at me, and then others are choosing Madison because lashing out at me isn't working. I commend you for speaking up. Thank you. Madison and her crew, birds of a feather. I mean, isn't that kind of anybody with their crew, though? Spicy like Dreamer. You can fuck off. I hate that that's so true. Good on you for speaking your truth. I love your indifference. Listen, I'm an acquired taste. Dreamer is too. The whole family, really. I mean, so she used to get really mad at me. My maiden name is Smith, and so is hers. And she used to get mad at me because I would tell her she's a Smith, and she would go off and say, "No, I'm Cash. I'm all Cash." No, that attitude is 100% a Smith attitude. Dragonfly, I know people keep yelling at me about it, which is why I keep leaning over out of the scene. Why did Dreamer lose custody? Because the doctor that seen me when I was a baby called CPS. I was about 1 when that happened, and the adoption went through in 1989, so that would have made me 4. 3 or 4, roughly, depending on what month. Apparently that baptism didn't take so well. Well, that's rude. The baptism went great. I am truly blessed. Amen. You can't be unbaptized. Like, we can stray, but you really can't take that back. The only person that can take back salvation is the Father himself. Yeah, so my brother running over a child was 1,000% an accident. It's part of his PTSD. They took the kid to a hospital in Iraq after they got him stable on the army base, but the Iraqis wouldn't touch him, because the Americans had. And this was back when it was like still really, really hot in Iraq. It wasn't, I gotta say Iraq. That's so American. It's Iraq. And they wouldn't touch the kid because the Americans had. And so then the kid passed away. But it's not like he did it on purpose or anything, so. I knew Dreamer had a hard life, but never dreamed all this happened. I mean, it's sad, honestly. In my personal opinion, it is. It shows the holes in our healthcare system, and that those holes go back decades. That happened many times with Iraqi local nationals. Yeah, it really did. I mean, the children in Iraq would chase the trucks asking for like waters and footballs. This is really wild because you're so much like her. It's messing with my head. Sorry. where you were exposed to burn pits, yeah? Dreamer didn't cut contact, I cut contact. I cut contact with her for my own peace. I maintained contact with her for years and years and years just because I couldn't imagine as a mom myself what it would be like if my kids didn't talk to me. But at some point I had to protect my own peace. You're beautiful and Linda should be proud. Thank you. All right, y'all. Well, it's almost 11 o'clock. We got to work in the morning. Welcome to the family shit show, I guess. But I'm going to go ahead and sign off. Dreamer's friend Crystal says you don't know how Dreamer's daily life is right now. I don't. But anyways, thank y'all and have a good night. And I just encourage you to really think about what you're condoning.